What is poppin' YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Avengers 4, aka Avengers Endgame. So we are just over 2 weeks until the movie comes out, which is insane. Comes out the 25th of April, worldwide the 26th. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any content. So we're giving away tickets to see Avengers 4, aka Avengers Endgame, aka Avengers Endgame. So all you gotta do is subscribe to the channel with notifications on and let me know down below what is your favorite moment from every single TV spot or interview that we've had so far. Just drop a comment down below. So we are going to go over potential spoilers in this video. So spoiler warning, but I don't really think what I'm about to talk about is actually a spoiler. I think it's more them trying to put something fake out. So I've said on this channel for probably a year that Tony Stark will make some kind of Infinity Gauntlet, the Stark Gauntlet. He will make some variation of that. A few months ago, we made a video saying that what was going to happen is they're going to make copies of the stones based on the fact that Tony Stark essentially made an element earlier on in the MCU. So essentially what they're going to do is they can't steal all the stones from Thanos. What they can do is make a replica of the stone based on the info that Shuri has on Vision, and also based on the data that he already had on the Space Stone, and also the fact that Captain Marvel's powers do derive essentially from a stone. So, what am I on about? Well, last night I was literally bombarded with DMs and tweets and about this toy. Now, yes, it is a Hasbro, who do make the actual real Infinity Gauntlet. So the Legends one, the one that gave away, it retails over 100 quid. So yeah, this image is very different to how Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet actually looked during Infinity War. Now, why is this important? Well, it's not, but it kind of is, I guess. So a quick glimpse of this, and you could really decipher it. Yeah, Marvel's just released a new gauntlet to make a bunch of money. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. But, I mean, you could look at it like this. Oh my god, Tony Stark has made an Infinity Gauntlet because it is a very different color, and because it's got red, this makes it the Stark Gauntlet. But what I'm more interested in, why does this take 2 AA batteries and my Infinity Gauntlet takes 3 batteries? So this does not 100% confirm that Tony Stark is going to make an Infinity Gauntlet. Why? Because we don't even know if he can do that. What do you want? Where Eitri, the Dwarf King, made Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet. Essentially, could Tony Stark replicate that formula? Not sure. Vibranium, Wakandan technology, could it replicate what the Dwarf King could do? I'm not really sure about that. One thing for sure is this movie will be going to different timelines. We know Loki's in the movie. We know they're going back to the Attack of the Chitauri in Avengers 1. We know they're going back to the Age of Ultron. We know they're literally going back to every kind of time period within the MCU's history, as this is going to kind of be the end of the MCU as we know it. And then the new MCU, it technically starts in phase 4, I guess you could say. But am I going to say this 100% confirms a massive plot point? No, because I don't think it does confirm that. I think they are trolling you. They could literally release any toy, and then people will come online and go, new Infinity Gauntlet confirms major plot point. Well, if you're walking into the cinema thinking that Stark isn't going to make his own gauntlet, then what have you been thinking this time? Of course, they're going to have to replicate what Thanos did. They're not going to be able to use his gauntlet. His gauntlet looks like it's permanently damaged and infused into his arm, hence why in the first trailer it is there. But I guess you could argue with the new TV spot that it looks like his gauntlet isn't in play. Well, if that's the case, why in the latest TV spot, not the latest TV spot, sorry, because they released a advert which has Captain Marvel and Iron Man flying over for a TV commercial. I guess that's the latest one, if you want to say that. But I'm on about the footage which is shown on Good Morning America, where they say they're going to... There's an energy signal. We can track the energy signal because it's that damn easy to track an energy signal. No, it isn't. Let's break this down for a minute. So a kind of friend of the channel went into more detail about how it's crazy that people think you can track energy really easy. So let's go over it. Energy creates radiation. Radiation travels at the speed of light, being optimistic, which would take 2 million years for the radiation to reach Earth, therefore making it possible to detect the energy signature. Even if it was at Proxima solar system, it'd take 4 years for those radio waves to reach Earth. Yes, quantum entanglement is instantaneously, but this would require them doing some work on the stones, basically creating a copy of it using quantum mechanics. And it is eventually what they will end up doing, like the Bill Frost lecture. So yeah, science isn't as simple as what people think. That is taken from a comment on my video about the opening scene being revealed and Chris Evans basically confirming that he will die. So when everyone says, oh, they contract energy really easily, no, science is right on this one, guys. It's not that simple to kind of track an energy source at all. So essentially, what is going on? It's interesting, guys. It's really interesting because making an Infinity Gauntlet would probably be as hard as replicating the Infinity Stones. It's more than likely that, yes, Tony Stark will make an Infinity Gauntlet, but he would need the help of Shuri, Bruce Banner, most likely, because, yeah, Tony Stark is a genius. But he isn't a weapons creator after all, is he? So why do we think that the gauntlet that Thanos has got is kind of smashed? Well, because it's really hard to decipher. Because in trailer 1, what we have is the gauntlet. Then in the most recent TV spot, he has an Infinity Blade, and you can't really make out if Thanos does in fact have the Infinity Gauntlet, because it's not very good quality. Even if you get it in HD, even if you freeze frame it, it looks like he hasn't got the gauntlet. So I guess a lot of people are going to walk into the cinema thinking it's going to be a reverse heist. What do you mean, Warstu? What I mean is most people think they're going to travel through time, going to nick each stone from various places before Thanos even got to them. No, because if that was the case, the stones on his gauntlet in the current day would start to disappear. Even if they did copy them like we suggested first on this channel, then it would be the case that something would have to happen on his gauntlet, like a flashing light. There'd be some kind of detection knowing that the stone from the timeline before this would technically be creating some difference. So Thanos would be alerted to this. And this is why I think Thanos will go and attack the Avengers HQ, because he's going to find out that they are trying to reverse the snap. Remember, he was trying to balance the universe. So is this a major plot point? Yeah, it could be. But at the end of the day, guys, let's seriously stop making content based around a toy. It is a freaking toy. Marvel released so many toys. And just because it's Hasbro does not make it more verified than a Lego set. There was so many Lego sets for Infinity War, Justice League, etc. for many movies that never turned out to be anything. So don't take it. This is a confirmed, verified. It's happening in the movie. It's 100% going to happen because there's a toy out for it. There's a toy out for absolutely everything. I mean, there's a toy out for a set that says Thanos does attack the Avengers HQ, yet people say, no, he doesn't. So it's like people would believe the Infinity Gauntlet toy, because it's a different color, that means Stark gets it. Just because Stark makes it, if he does. Now, I do believe the narrative that he will make it. He will make the Thanos Buster, or the Thor Buster. He will make some kind of suit that'll be strong enough to kind of wield all the stones at once. Because remember, if they're going to undo the snap, if they're going to undo the kind of when Thanos fingered the universe, do they want Tony Stark to finger the universe? So it's essentially that they have to make a gauntlet strong enough to be able to take the power of all the stones. Now, I could talk about this all day long. So it does kind of, I guess it kind of reveals a major plot point, but I don't think you should be looking into it so much because they're on the Avengers press tour at the moment. They are trolling everyone. They really are. I mean, Mark Ruffalo literally said during an interview that Captain America gets married during this movie. Now, just wait. I'm sure someone will make some content about it. But yeah, Captain America apparently gets married in this movie. Do you get what I mean? Mark Ruffalo confirmed it. And if Mark Ruffalo says something, it's official. Remember, he says the movie was the last Avengers when it's not. It's Endgame. So guys, like I'm saying, there's going to be so many toys and stuff appearing. And it's just like this book that's come out. It's called Birth, Movies, Death, Avengers Endgame. And if you go to the last page, you see Adam Warlock. Does this confirm Adam Warlock's in the movie? No. It says Adam Warlock, the Golden Child. Now, it doesn't confirm Adam Warlock's in the movie, but you could spin the narrative that this book confirms Adam Warlock being in the movie. Now, yes, because of the Infinity Gauntlet comic book, it would make sense of him to actually appear in the movie. But then again, if you've watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and now the fact that James Gunn is actually back on the project after he's finished with Suicide Squad 2, it really doesn't make any sense for him to appear in this movie in a cameo role position. You remember at the end of the movie, he was in the cocoon. So like I said, guys, there's so many things creeping out that you could set any narrative to say anything you want. I mean, you could say it says from Avengers and Marvel if you go to forbiddenplanet.com, which there is one in London. It's a very well-known website. So yeah, it is a cool book, but does that confirm that Adam Warlock is actually in the book? Now, if you look at the publisher, the promotions is Avengers Endgame. It's not an official Marvel book. The publisher house is not Marvel. It's some random cinema. So like I'm saying, guys, you can spin any narrative you want. You could say something crazy like Adam Warlock confirmed in Avengers Endgame. Well, realistically, yeah, I've said that multiple times on this channel that Adam Warlock would make a lot of sense. But just like the Gauntlet coming out, the new Gauntlet, it doesn't actually confirm. It's an idea. It's more of a theory. I mean, you could say it does insinuate that Stark's going to make his own Gauntlet, but it doesn't actually confirm the Golden Child is going to make a cameo role in Avengers 4. It still would make more sense if he appears in Guardians 3, just like when James Gunn said he would appear in Guardians 3. A lot of people thought this character would be in Infinity War Part 1, but he wasn't. So he could appear, but like I say, guys, there's a lot of stuff out there that you could misconstrue multiple ways. But like I said, guys, just be careful when you read stuff nowadays, because anything can be misconstrued as something else. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know. Do you actually think this Gauntlet means that the Stark Infinity Gauntlet is 100% confirmed? And does this random book that's got really no correlation to Endgame in the sense of being official, does that confirm the Golden Child, Adam Warlock, is going to be in the movie? No, I don't think it does. But anyway, guys, let me know all your comments down below. We much appreciated. We are doing a video very soon about why Batman vs. Superman failed from a domestic kind of grossing sense of view, and why Civil War was so good in the sense of financially made a lot of money. And yeah, I'm just doing a random video like that soon. So if you've got any thoughts about that, let me know down below, guys. If you've made this far in this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. That would be much appreciated. And I will catch you in that next video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.